Hey, what's up? We've got this little TWOSUN TS335 here. It's a double detent ball knife with a flipper. It's kind of cool. That flipper works to protect your fingers on a non-locking knife. So even if you were to potentially knock that blade loose, your finger kind of keeps it from coming around and catching your fingers. Not that you should be using an itty-bitty knife like this for any serious work anyways, but it's time to retire. It's been out here opening packages for quite a while now, and so it's going to retire, and I'm going to introduce another little package opener. But first, I want to make sure it's sharp. Let's just take a look here, because I don't want to put it away if it's not sharp. So it's sharp. It's just been open in plastic anyways. So let's give it a quick wipe down, and then we'll set it to the side while we introduce its replacement. Okay, so it's done well. So love this knife. It's so cool. Had one with the micarta scales too. A little less money, but basically the exact same knife. It just had micarta instead of this carbon fiber. And now that I think about it, exact same, except it was 14C28N, where this one's M390. Yeah, I think the micarta had the 14C, but yeah, I had a great opportunity to gift that to somebody, and okay, so there's that mean machine. So its replacement is this bad dude right here. Full titanium frame, titanium milled pocket clip, and it's a slip joint. This is the TWOSUN TS315 in M390, and it is a Wong design. And the acoustics on this are insane. Here, I'll be quiet. What a very cool little knife. And so it is going to take over duties for opening packages here at the desk for a while. I just thought that'd be a cool way to highlight some of these nice, smaller, really sharp knives that I have. So let's see how sharp it is coming into work. I think it's more than capable for the job. So anyways, TS315 slip joint. It's got duties on the desk for a while. There we go. All right, so what are we doing today? Anyways, we'll say goodbye to this wonderful little dude. All right, so here's what we got today. We have a KUBEY. And it is it doesn't say on here, but it will say on that box. It is a KUBEY KU901D. I'm not sure if that has a name or not. I don't know. It's a 901D anyway. So, hey, we're going to check it in and check it out. We'll get rid of this box. And it's got G-10. Pretty good texture. Nice deep carry pocket clip. D2 steel. Yeah, and that blade shape is attractive to me. It's what brought me to this. It's kind of a smaller carry, but it's got this really cool blade, and it's got a self-defense grip. So this is a perfect budget kind of carry for me, that it can act as a backup, and I've had good experience with KUBEY knives as far as action, fit and finish, how things work. I will say that the action on this is a little less than what I would have expected from a KUBEY. It's really snappy coming out. It's got a good detent, but the bearing action on this is bound up. I can feel it. It's not running very well. So, I mean, with that said, we've kind of seen it come out. It's pretty snappy. Yeah, smaller-ish, but nice. I like it. It's kind of a satin stonewash finish on there. Pretty cool. Hey, let's get in it and see what's going on. Let's check it in so we can check it out. So lots of tension on this. I'm guessing Loctite, but no Loctite, but super tight. Lots of tension there. Got T8s all around so far. I think the pocket clip's going to have to come down. It is. And that is a T6. But no worries. We're prepared. I think that one should free us up to get it open. Here we go. Well, the back is free, but the front is holding on. Maybe that explains the funny action. There's something's bound up in here. It is not wanting to, and that grease, whatever that is, it's really sticky. All right. Well, let's finish taking the pocket clip off. Make sure that we're free of it. We'll just take it, do it by the numbers. The pocket clip screws do have Loctite on them, so that's kind of cool, because you don't want that coming loose. Yeah, whatever that grease is, ugh, and it's tacky. It's not nice stuff, but the scales are not wanting to release here. I'm going to be a little cautious. That's a captured pivot, so that's not going to turn. I mean, I'm going to have to get something in there and pry it. It's the only choice I have at this point. I think I'm going to go with a big bit and try to minimize any marks that could be made in there. See if I can't coax that up off of there. There it goes. Wow. But whatever that goop is, it's on everything, and it doesn't feel like lubrication. It feels like anti-lubrication, which really kind of makes me want to make sure that I don't have any of it anyplace else. I wonder if that pin will come out of there. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that wants to come free. So I'm gonna clean all this really good and see if I can't manage it that way. I've got some solvent here that I'm going to put on my towel that I can wipe all of this with. I believe it'll work on this. Just take it right off of there, and it does. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, not sure that I've encountered whatever this is before. Not sure that I wanted to. Yeah. I'm going to say that just off the top of my head that the action on this is going to be markedly improved. Just by getting all this goop out of there, but getting actual lubrication in there, cleaning that out of those bearings, I'm going to expect this knife to run pretty darn good when I'm done here. Yeah, so I'm a fan of KUBEYs, like them. All of the ones that I have so far function really well, and the fit and finish on them is solid. I mean, just overall as a knife. And they're basically a budget line. Like, they're not bringing the big dollars. I did recently pick up a nice full titanium version of the TWOSUN, and that cost me a few bucks. But I expected it to. It's got upgraded steel and full titanium, and it is a wonderful knife. It got extended duty, tour of duty in my pocket just for how nice it is. And I'm sure it will land there again. It's one of those that I definitely will come back to. Nice little steel caged bearings. Pretty cool. Nice. All right, we're all clean. Let's get it put back together. No sense prolonging what we're doing. Yeah, I think I can clean that just a little better. Let me back up. My work here is not finished. Let's see if I can't. Okay, better, much better. All right, let's start getting her hooked up. I'm going to put the bearing side actually down to the polished liner, the stainless liner. I mean, I can feel that that's bound up right there. That is not free. It makes me wonder if that bearing doesn't have more of that stuff within it, and it's causing that to not function well. Yeah, it's bound up. All right, let's backtrack. I definitely cleaned that pin off. Is it possible that it's on the inside of this blade? I just need to make sure that this is all clean, and then I'll focus more on that bearing. So that towel's getting in there, and it's wet with solvent right here. So that should be clean. That's clean. Okay. Well, let me go back at this bearing and try to run that a little more. Whatever that substance is, this bearing might really need me to get it going and get that clean. More so than I ever would. I mean, it's looking pretty polished now. If you look at it. Yeah, I mean, oh, where'd it go? Great. There it is. Okay, I think it's this one that I just did. Yeah, let's do this one now. All right, let's try again. Strike two. I mean, feels better. We'll see. Maybe I should just put a little extra oil on it. And if it weeps a little bit, that's okay. Because right now I just want it to function the way that it's supposed to. All right, let's put this one on. I mean, those bearings are just shiny now. That brass is all polished up. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit on this detent ball. There we go. I mean, I can feel it. It's just not, I don't know if it's how it's on that pivot pin or what's really truly going on there, but I'm going to go ahead and put it back together and see what the end result turns out to be. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, this one, I wasn't expecting all this, but, you know, sometimes you run into the unexpected. You just got to slow your pace and get your bearings. So it's got recessed screws on the pocket clip, but it does not, the pocket clip itself is not recessed into the scale. So not the best design, but it's got two screws. They're pre-Loctited, so get some tension on them here. They definitely should settle in and lock. And well, that's definitely loose. So let's come back and get that tightened properly. I can feel it cinching it up right there. Yeah, so 100% better. I can already feel it. Almost drop shut. Let's check it for play. Solid, solid. So I'm checking this way. So I'm pulling, you know, I'm I'm trying to move this back and forth, up and down, and then I kind of twist it to see if I can produce rock in there anywhere. And man, that's pretty solid right there. I'm going to recheck the tension on this. I mean, that's probably the proper spot for that. And it's just going to get better, I think, that lube. Yeah, if I get it past the detent and just send it that way, it drops. So I'm going to say that this is the action that I expected out of a KUBEY. Yeah, might even put a little extra something on it. Give it a little extra. Yeah, there's some kind of rock in there now, so not sure where that came from. It wasn't in there before. There it's gone. There it's gone. Action's still running, so it can take it. Okay. Excellent detent. Thumb flick. Spidey flick. That back flipper tab. Wonder if I can fail it. Hey, let me get rid of these distractions here. Clear this space because I'm done turning screws for sure. And let me do a final little wipe down here. I do like this stone wash. It's kind of a satin finish. And I really like this blade shape. I mean, it's a small, but on the surface, it's kind of an imposing little knife. I like it. So I'm going to try to fail it. So that action is so much better. All right, here we go. Yeah, I can fail it. I'll bet you if I carried this for a day or two, I couldn't fail it. It's just going to get better. Yeah, see there? I mean, it's just smooth enough that it'll keep momentum. Yeah, not that one. But anyways, really much better. Very nice. All right, let's talk about the grip. So it's got this ramp with the jimping on the back for a thumb placement. Very nice. The fingers get locked in here. There's jimping on the lock bar, the liner lock, and the flipper tab. So, man, just what a good grip. Everything falls in place. The pocket pretty much disappears. I can feel the clip under there a little bit, but it's not hot pokey. It's just making its presence known. But what a good strong grip. This is a good strong grip. Very nice. 4-fingered knife. You know, I mean, I'd almost say this is a medium knife. It's definitely not a large knife. But it's a full grip. Very nice. That G-10 is grippy. It's got a nice texture on it, and it grabs. What about that lockup real quick? Let's take a look there. I'm going to say that's 50% for sure. Yeah, very nice. Let's check that pocket clip, see how it runs. Which, I mean, just looking at it, I'm going to, my wager says that it works perfectly. But let's see. Yeah. Oh, what did it get caught on? Because it's not recessed, these thick pants caught right on that clip. Yeah, so they went in right to there and then hung up because it's thin there. The thinner pants are probably going to go right past it, but these thick pants, nope. I gotta manipulate it. Now, once I get them past, super deep carry. Everything's completely invisible except for the clip. But yeah, I gotta manipulate it to get past that. And of course, like most clips, once I do it a couple of times, it's probably going to get easier and easier. But initially, yeah, having to get it over that. Let's try normal size jean material right here. Yeah, just money. So a pair of jeans, this thing, a pair of jeans, a pair of slacks, this thing will run perfectly. On this thicker material, it gets in there pretty good. You just got to be aware that to finish it, you might have to put a little extra effort in it. But, you know, all in all, good clip. It's got great grip against that grain of that G-10. Really nice grip in the pocket. Safety. Yeah, there's no contact in that blade there. This tip is recessed and down enough that you can't contact that. So no concerns about putting this in your pocket and then digging around in your pocket or your backpack or whatever. This thing, pardon me, this thing is not going to reach out and bite you for sure. Very nice. The lock access, it's scalloped here and lowered. So it just couldn't be any simpler. There's plenty of room for the thumb to get in and push that lock to the side. Sharpness. Wonder if it cuts. All right, here we go. Tiny piece of paper. I mean, we'll let the cutting speak for itself on that. I am not shocked. KUBEY's a professional outfit that what I've discovered with their knives, even if it's a budget knife, it still comes prepared to go to work and do its thing. I don't know what all that goop in there was. It definitely didn't like that, but you know what? That's what I'm for. I'm going to get it apart no matter what. I can get all that junky out of there. Price and availability, and we'll wrap up. This video went kind of long. White Mountain Knives carries these. Amazon carries these. I personally picked this up at White Mountain for $40 minus 10%. So 36 bucks. D2, G10, nice and grippy. It's got this satin stonewash finish. Thumb stud opens, opening. It's also got the flipper tab on the back. And of course, now that it's cleaned up, the action on it is just wonderful. And I do like this little knife. This is to me, this is a great EDC. It could function in a self-defense capacity if needed. But it's also well within that budget category at around $36. And I mean, I think it's a great budget buy. If you're looking for a budget knife, I think this one may qualify. Appreciate you watching.